Welcome back, everybody. Good morning. Maybe this is your first time watching. If it is, hi, welcome. My name is Taylor. I work in a dairy farm in Maine, and I make videos all about that. I hope you enjoy watching this video, and if you do, I hope you consider subscribing and joining us. We would love to have you. So today's kind of a slow day. I just bedded the barn. We just finished morning milking. Brent actually had to be somewhere. If you are new here, Brent is my boss. Just him and I work and milk on our 70-cow dairy farm. He's gone again today, so I've got a few things that he told me I could do while he was gone, because I think he's going to be back hopefully fairly decent. It was raining and then it stopped, but now it's clouding in again, so I don't know if it's going to start raining again. But if he comes back early and it's not raining, we'll probably do something with the good weather. It's pretty cool out today. Yesterday was like almost 80. It was like 76 or something like that, so it's pretty toasty. And today is like 50. So big difference, but it feels good today. Nice working weather. So the first thing that I've got to do, this is our milking cart. Carry it with us all the way down through the barn. We start at the back and then we carry it all. We don't carry it, we roll it. I said that one time. I said I gotta carry the cart down, and Brent said, why would you carry it? Why don't you roll it? It's got wheels. And I was like, smart ass. Yeah, so we start all the way down at the bottom and roll it all the way down with us, and it carries our iodine, anything the cows might need, our spray bottles for cleaning the cows, towels for cleaning the cows, extra inflations in case one breaks, a marking pen in case we've got a cow that loses a leg band or has a bad quarter and we want to mark her, scissors for cutting the cow's tails, teat dilators that just, if a cow has a teat that is kind of messed up and keeps healing over, like a scab keeps closing over her teat end, you can put one of those in. An extension, that's for cows that milk out hard. We have a spare gooseneck, but I think that needs to be thrown away because it's not very good. Some medicine in there that I think is almost empty. Then we have our liniment, iodine, and then there's a bunch of leg bands and stuff in the bottom of there. And my water bottle. I clean that out every night and just carry water with us when it's hot. The reason it's all torn apart is because the top basket, this is the side that was hooked to the handle there, and it all broke apart. So the clamps, the hose clamps that were holding it, were like falling through here, and the whole thing was tipped sideways, and that just drives me crazy. So I'm going to turn it to another handle, and we're going to hook that. That way it's not doing that anymore. I don't know why, but I'm dragging that around and it's just all floppy. I hate that. So we're going to hook it here, I think, because I think the back for the broken one is going to be the best place. I think if I put it on the sides, we might brush up against it and get caught on it. So I'll stick it on the back there, and I'll just hook it up like that. And that'll be a lot nicer tonight, not having that all messed up. First thing I gotta do is take my spray bottles off because they're in the way. So I had my, what did I do, park on top of it? Yep, I did. Parked on top of my screwdriver. So I'm gonna do one at a time here. I don't know how many carts we've had, but it's been quite a few in this basket. I think we've gone through, geez, at least 3 carts since I've been here. Sometimes they get run over by the skid steer. Can you guys even see me? I like pointed right at the ground there. There we go. This has to be like the 4th cart since I worked here. One of them rusted out, one of them got run over, and one of them just, it was like this, exactly like this one, and it just wore out after a while. These hose clamps are really way too long, but I really want to put a new one on it because we do use those for the water bowls, small ones like this, and these ones still work, so. There. But yeah, I can't believe this basket has made it through all it's made it through. It's got iodine and honestly probably cow poop all over it. But it's a Derelict Farms one, and it's been on every cart we had. Even when we ran over it, we somehow never managed to ruin this one. This basket obviously has been replaced. That's like a shopping basket. Don't ask me where Brent got that. Hannaford, if you're looking for your basket, I don't know anything. So that's a lot better. I'll put these back on there. The other reason it was annoying is because when it was crooked and kept flopping around, the iodine bottles would just like slide right off the edge, and that was kind of irritating. So now you can grab a hold of it and move it around a lot easier. A small job, but it makes life a little bit easier. We leave this here because we use it quite often for these clamps. Sometimes they'll come loose and they'll be like leaking out here, or we have to change a hose really quick. At least we know right where that is. So now my other job is going to be in the shop. So I'm going to take this pail over with me, and there's some grain in the bottom of it. We are going to try to clean up our tools. This is what we're working with, and before you say anything, I know we always say we're going to do a better job keeping it clean, and then we get into a project and it looks like a tornado went off in here. So the Massey book, we are going to we keep all our, not all of them, but we keep our service manuals in the shop over here. So keep that there so we know where it is. That's junk, well, not all of that. That stuff isn't junk, but this is trash, and parts of the truck and all this. Trash, but my trash can, I don't know where that is, so we're just going to ignore that and focus on the tools for now. So we got a bunch of stuff that doesn't need to be here, honestly. This is where we keep our grease fittings and our cotter pins and stuff, so we'll put those right there. This is some sort of, what is this for? I don't know, a cable for something, but we keep all the parts of the tractors over here in this corner. So I'll put that over here. I don't really know what it's for. This right here is kind of trash, not really. I mean, it works, but sometimes it blows fuses because it's got bad capacitors. We want to get it fixed, we just haven't done it yet because we were actually given another one. I'm gonna hang all these cords up over here where they belong. Cords over there is theirs. The cords over there are Brent's. This one is he borrowed, so I'll just wrap it up and I'll hang it over there for now, but he'll take it back sometime. So for wrenches that belong in here, I think I got them all messed up the other day. So 1 16" 7/8 needs to be here. Wait, no, hold on. 1 1/4 needs to be here. Okay, that's better. So 1 3/4 belongs there. There it is. That's not the one I had up there though. 11/16. So pick those. Inch. What's this? Extra 7/8. I put all the extra wrenches in this drawer over here. I hang up as many as I can. I can usually hang up like 2 or 3. Depends on the size of the wrench. And then I put the extras in this box, so if you need more than 1 or 2, which I don't know why you would, or somebody didn't put it back, which is totally plausible, then that drawer is where you can find it. Actually, And fencing staples, we might possibly still need those. Actually, I don't think we do, but that's all our fencing stuff down there. I'm not really sure why there's wax paper in here, but pliers, we'll put those in with the hammer drawer. And then, actually, I just put pretty much everything in here because we don't have a whole lot over here in the shop. We have most of our stuff in the milk room. The shop doesn't have any doors, so it's much safer for all the good tools to be in the milk room where we can lock the door and everything. So just random things like random screwdrivers that you have extras of, hammer, random wrenches, and vice grips. Anything you would probably need, so if you did need to work on something out here, is in here. It's just not the good stuff. So our 3/4 inch. That's kind of why we're trying to clean up, so we get all the good tools, like Snap-on, back over in the barn where they belong. So, creeper pad. Creeper usually right here. Creeper pad. Right there. More vice grips. I think we have like at least 10 pair of vice grips. There's 3 or 4 over in the milk room tool chest already. Random screwdrivers. Actually, we used to have, I don't really remember what happened to that. Maybe it's back here. We used to have, no, oh, there it is. I was gonna say, we used to have a little screwdriver area. They don't really work very well because I don't think that's what they're for, but if I get enough in there, I think they'd stay. There we go. Roll this under the bench, so I'll put it back there. There we go. This needs to be cut up for rags. That's why it's out here. I have a knife out here right now. So I think I can fit this space heater in there. We'll see. Perfect. We have this extra fuel nozzle just hanging on the back there, so it's less in the way, I guess. I don't know what that is. Is this like a salt block or filter or something? Snap-on. That's Snap-on too, I think. Yep. This one we may need because if we want to put the bucket back on the Kubota, I'll just leave that one out here for now. Another battery charger. We keep this one in the milk room. 2. This stays out here. Trash. Okay, so 11. This belongs over here. This right here is part of the Massey. It covers the wires to the computer and everything, so that needs to be put back on once we're done putting the sensor in and everything. Hasn't come yet, so I don't have to worry about that. That was on that bar. What did I do with that? I think that's... We do still have some tools that are in the Massey, and we're going to keep them in there because we're not done working on it, and everything that we have in there is stuff that we obviously need to work on it. I'm going to leave everything alone that's over there for now. Then we can put it away when we're done. This doesn't even belong in here. I don't know where I should put that. Half inch. I thought I said 12. Oh, yeah. There already was one. I was really confused. Alright, that's everything we're not using there. Everything else is in the tractor. So, that one's good to go. We do usually leave these on the bench. Just easier to get to that way. It's only been like 30 minutes and I'm tired. It's nice to do this before we start working in the fields because when you have your tools all scattered everywhere and something happens and you're looking for your tools and you want to get back out in the field and get back going, you're right in the middle of doing baleage, you got to make sure it doesn't get too dry, you got to hurry. It's a real pain in the butt to come back here and you don't know where any of your tools are because they're just everywhere. So we wanted to just get everything straightened up before we start next week so we're not in that situation where we're just spending 99% of our time looking for tools. 9/16. We already got a bunch of those. So. Filter wrenches. We have a bunch of filter wrenches. Just hang all of them over here. I think the one we use the most is this orange one, but we got a bunch of them. So. These belong in the barn. There, we got one bench cleared off. Now, I think that deserves some coffee. I brought this over from the milk room. It's got sugar and milk from the tank in it already. I'm just gonna microwave it a little bit. Perfect. All right, now coffee break's over. To work on this bench. Obviously not perfect. We've got a whole bunch of junk to take care of, but much better than it was. At least we'll be able to find something now. Cheers to that. Okay guys, it's the next day. It's actually Friday, so that explains why we're up here in the creepy upstairs of the barn. If you guys haven't seen this before, if you're new here, this is what the top of the dairy barn looks like. I think it's really, really cool. It's got like this, it looks like I always say it looks like the bottom of a boat. If you flipped a boat over, you know, upside down, that's what it looks like. And built, just, I don't really even know how they managed to build the rafters like that, but it's really, really neat. So anyway, the reason we're up here is it's Friday and we can't get a grain delivery today. So the only thing about using this big 7-ton bin here is that you don't know how much is in it. So obviously we can guess, but they bring a different amount of grain every single time they come. So I'm gonna just open this door and look in there because they can't give us a load today, like I said, but they do have a bag that we could go pick up. So rather than just driving all the way over there and then finding out that we didn't actually need it and we can make it through the weekend, I'm just gonna open this door right here and then peek in and check and see. I'm assuming if this hopper, the metal part, if that's full, I think we'll be okay. But if it's less than that, I think we need to go pick up the bag. So I need my hands because I forgot my camera today and I'm filming on my phone. I hope you guys can see me right there. Oh jeez. I better have just been grain, not some animal. What do you guys think? I think it'll be really close. Obviously there's a lot that's kind of stuck to the sides over here. So I just asked Brent and he said that he thinks we can probably make it until Sunday. I showed him the video and we're gonna run out probably on Monday, and if we do run out and they can't bring it on Monday, then we'll need it. So we're gonna go pick up the bag. But I want to show you guys, we just called the power company because this pole here, he noticed this morning, if you look down here, that thing is completely rotten, like all the way around the bottom. You can just pick it apart with your finger. That is not good. And it has his power on it and the transformer and everything, and the light for the outdoor yard light, I guess you'd call it. So they're gonna come out next week and replace that pole. They just showed up and looked at it, and the guy who looked at it said that they can tell, I guess, when the last time they looked at the pole was, and that was in 1965. So it was either put in 65 or they checked it in 65. He assumed that they put it in because I guess they used to be cedar poles, Brent was saying, and then they changed them over to whatever they are now, like pine, some sort of southern white pine or something like that, I don't know. Either way, the pole is 60 years old, so it needs to be replaced. Now what we have to do today is we have to clean off the pad. It's pretty dirty. Brent already went out with the skid steer and round up all the manure and everything, so all we gotta do, we got the bucket back on the Kubota. You guys probably saw that when I was out there, but we got the bucket back on and we're gonna go out and clean that off really quick. The girls are just in the freestall right now and they are mad. I had a hard time even getting them to leave the barn because they did not want to just be in the freestall. Our cows would absolutely not make it in a normal farm where they don't get to actually go outside, even just on the pad. Like, they're not out to pasture yet or anything, but they absolutely love to just stand outside. Their hay is inside right now and they just do not want to be in there. So we got to get it cleaned off as fast as possible, get them back out there so they don't have a hissy fit and start beating on each other out there. We're just finishing up the wash, and as soon as we're done that, we'll head out. I'm gonna be having some troubles because I'm gonna try to film on my phone. I do have one camera. The battery is iffy. I'm not really sure. It's not very good. I couldn't even get it to work yesterday, and it seems to be working now. So we'll see if that works. So I have one camera, my phone, and then we're gonna bring out the very first camera I ever had. It does still work, so we're gonna see if we can get that to do anything, and maybe between all of those, I'll actually be able to get some video for you guys. I cannot believe I left my cameras at home. just have to remember to be very, very careful with the bucket because it's not bolted on, so I can't like shake it out or tip it too far. I forgot all my attachments, so I'm literally holding the camera in one hand, driving with the other. Drama queens over here. Little heifer. Hey, little heifer.
Go behind us.
What's that?
Go behind us.
What's the matter? What's the matter, huh? We are milking with the generator tonight because it looks like a beautiful day and it's not really that windy, but for some reason we lost power. So I'm coming over to the shop to check the lights because the power doesn't come over here from the generator. So if the power's on in here, then the power's on in general. Nothing. So still no power. Just came back on. We're finishing up right now. I've got the wash running and I'm just waiting for that and then I'm gonna head out. Which reminds me, I forgot to update you guys in the last video. Apparently the ground that we found that was unhooked or really, really loose, I guess, was definitely the problem with the milk room because we have not had an issue with it again. It's been, let me see, it's been a week yesterday. So I guess that must have been it. It's just nice not to have to worry about the milk room just randomly flooding and having to start everything all over again, except we did tonight because we had just started milking and then the power went out. So we had to go get the Kubota, hook it up, and then restart everything. But I'm not sure what happened still, but they got it up and running pretty quickly, so that's nice. I guess that's it for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, please don't forget to comment down below. Like, subscribe, all the things, those help us out. Before you go, look at this view that I'm admiring. I love summertime. Keep it real, guys. Keep farming. We'll catch you in the next one.